on Order 91, and you may proceed to read the statement.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. As has been canvassed, Ghana has qualified for the World Cup. Funding will be a key component for our participation. And it is in that spirit, Speaker, I make this statement. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise today not merely as a Minister for Sports and Recreation, but as a servant of a sector that has for decades operated with talent, passion, and hope, but yet without financial certainty. On the 18th of December 2025, Honorable Speaker, exactly 2 months yesterday, this House did something historic. Parliament gave Ghana its first permanent statutory financing mechanism dedicated exclusively to sports and recreational development. Under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a promise was made that sport will no longer be treated as an afterthought in national development. That promise has been kept. Cabinet approval was secured. Parliament passed the bill. Presidential assent was granted, and the fund now stands as law. The Ghana Sports Fund 2025 Act 1159. For years, Mr. Speaker, we have all heard the same concerns. Federations operate from crisis to crisis. Athletes prepare for major competitions without assurance of funding. Infrastructure is deteriorating faster than it's maintained. Grassroots talent lost because opportunity could not be sustained. The Ghana Sports Fund was designed to end that cycle. But legislation alone does not finance sport. Commitment does. Right Honorable Speaker, sport contributes approximately 2% to GDP in advanced economies. Globally, the sports industry exceeds USD 500 billion in value. Yet on our continent, sport contributes less than 0.5% to GDP in most countries. Not because we lack talent, not because we lack passion, but because we have not yet built a financing system that matches our ambition. The Ghana Sports Fund provides us that system. It creates a structured, transparent, and accountable framework to support infrastructure development, school and grassroots sports, elite athlete preparation, welfare systems, and recreation. It allows us to move from ad hoc allocations to predictable investment. It signals to the private sector that sport and recreation is not a favor. It is an industry. Right Honorable Speaker, I am happy to inform this august House that the first contribution to this fund has already been made. The National Investment Bank has demonstrated leadership with a donation of 100,000 Ghana cedis. That gesture must not stand alone. It must mark the beginning of a national movement. In that spirit, I will donate 2 months of my salary to the Ghana Sports Fund effective February 2026. If we expect, bring everything that you have. Right, Honorable Speaker, let me repeat to the hearing of those who didn't hear that in that spirit, I will donate 2 months of my salary to the Ghana Sports Fund effective February 2026. If we expect the private sector to invest, if we expect federations to reform, if we expect young athletes to commit, then leadership must also commit. I respectfully call on members of this House, ministers of state, and the executive to support this fund in tangible ways. Government has delivered the framework. We must now collectively strengthen it. I am confident that this House, His Excellency the President, who made this reform possible, will continue to champion this fund as its foremost advocate. To corporate Ghana, state-owned enterprises, financial institutions, and development partners, this fund offers a structured and credible platform for investment in youth, health, and national development. Don't wait for the fund administrators to come knocking. Please knock on the fund's door. To the media and sports journalists across the country, I make a direct appeal. The same energy used to question sports financing must now be used to build it. Help us explain the fund. Help us hold it accountable. Help us mobilize support. Campaigns succeed when information is accurate, consistent, and responsible. Right, Honorable Speaker, the fund is not a one-discipline fund. It is not a partisan fund. It is not a ministerial project. It is a national instrument. It is for the young girl in Tamale who trains without proper spikes. It is for the boxer in Bukum who needs medical screening and insurance protection. It is for the school athlete in Hohwe who has never traveled beyond her district but carries national potential. It is for our national teams who carry the flag of Ghana across the world. Right, Honorable Speaker, this House has already made history by establishing the fund. Let us now make history again by supporting it. Sport is not a sector on the margins. It is present in every constituency. As we often observe, no administration, no member of parliament, no community leader has ever built connection with the people without sport playing a role. It unites where politics divides. It engages where rhetoric fails. It inspires where policy alone cannot. We have established the structure. Now we must build a culture of contribution around it. If we get this right, the Ghana Sports Fund will not merely finance competitions, it will finance opportunity. It will finance jobs. It will finance national pride. It will finance long-term economic contribution and well-being. Let this House be remembered not only as a parliament that created the Ghana Sports Fund, but as the generation of leaders that funded it, defended it, and made it work. I thank you, Right Honorable. for the opportunity.
Honorable members, I think this is a very important statement, well written and well delivered. It's your turn to make comments. Oh, Majority Chief Whip, you want to start?
Speaker, not at all. Speaker, we have agreed that we'll take 2 comments on each side as leadership to make it 3.
There are several statements.
There are several other statements. We've agreed on the proposal. Mr. Speaker.
Yes, please.
Speaker, it is so. It is so.
2 from each side of the House. But there are 3 sides of this House. The only indication they gave is that they want to do business with one of the sides. Those are in the independent, but they are not also up to a caucus. So that's the challenge. But because we say we will not leave anybody behind, we say have to consider their interests. But they don't need to be a group. They just need to exist. Yes, he caught my eye first. So the 2 of you. Then here, yes, my son, the last football. And then who again? And you. So we start.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for indulging me in joining the call to rally the Honorable House and the entire nation for our collective and sustained support for the Ghana Sports Fund, which the Minister has passionately elucidated the benefits of the fund. Mr. Speaker, this fund will serve as a very important vehicle for the transformation of sports in this country. Right Honorable Speaker, sport is a universal language spoken by people of all ages, and it transcends boundaries, political boundaries, cultural, socio-economic boundaries. Mr. Speaker, in Ghana, sport is not merely a recreational activity, but it is a very powerful tool for youth empowerment, for job creation, for international diplomacy, for building unity and peace amongst the people. Mr. Speaker, permit me to divert a little bit and look at the role of sports in achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Mr. Speaker, if you look at Goal 3, for instance, it focuses on good health and well-being. Mr. Speaker, regular sports activities can reduce the risk of non-communicable diseases by up to 35%, according to United Nations. Mr. Speaker, we also know that SDG 5, it talks about gender equality, sports empowers women and girls, it promotes inclusion and challenges all forms of discrimination and stereotypes. Mr. Speaker, despite the enormous benefits of sport, in Ghana, chronic funding challenges, lack of infrastructure, and limited support for athletes have undermined the growth of sports in this country. It is therefore important as a house for us to show leadership in supporting this very important fund. Mr. Speaker, this fund is not intended to replace government responsibility, but it is intended to complement past strategic partnership with the private sector to raise enough resources
Honorable
to
member,
build.
Honorable member, be mindful of time.
Thank you very much. So, Mr. Speaker, this act is a creation of Parliament. It is therefore important that we parliamentarians will support, advocate for seed funding for this money, and also play effective oversight to ensure transparency, accountability, and management of this fund. As has been shown by the Honorable Minister, as a passionate football administrator and sports administrator, I also donate 1 month of my salary, net salary, to support this fund. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for endorsing me.